77% of Gen Zers say that they took their mom or their dad, sometimes both maybe, to their job interview. Almost 80%.
So, last week we were talking about parenting, and here's a part two. When you don't parent appropriately, then you have parents that coddle their kids. So 77% admitted to bringing them to a job interview, and then this is the part that gets me.
Yeah, me too.
53% say the parents spoke with the hiring manager on their behalf. So not a letter of recommendation.
Not do that, mom and dad.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, man, I don't believe that. I don't believe that stat. Now, first of all, I'm looking at it and it says they only interviewed 831 Gen Zs. So these Gen Zs that they interviewed doesn't represent the whole population. The Gen Zs, for some particular reason, everyone wants to bash them. Everyone feels like bashing Gen Z is the thing to do. And I'm here to defend them. I've never, throughout my work career, seen any type of parents come in for an interview for any Gen Zs. And I work with Gen Zs. I recently was dealing with some recently, and they're all great employees. They bust their ass, they work hard, they're doing everything possible in the job, and they're just extremely innovative. But I think the fact of Gen Z's questioning things in life, like why do we have to work a 9 to 5? Like why, we need to do these certain things that were done 20, 30 years ago. For some particular reason, they get called lazy. And they're not lazy. They're just challenging the status quo. A lot of the Gen Zers that are out there, and I'm telling you right now, I get highly motivated by them. And they're the ones that allow me to see things a lot different as well, because they do challenge the system. Once you're in a 9 to 5 grind, everyone just feels like, oh, this is just what we do. But you're seeing the Gen Zs come out, or the very young millennials coming out, and they're just trying different ways, right, to work rather than the conventional 9 to 5. And they're finding ways to build income and to gain financial freedom early with the FIRE movement. Is truly inspiring. It's truly inspiring because everyone is just acting like these parents that, most of them are millennials, because I'm a millennial, having teenagers, it's like we're coddling them. No one's coddling these kids. No one is coddling these kids. Let's call it what it is. There's, on all generations, Gen Zs, millennials, whatnot, there's people who are lazy. There's people who do not want to take the sacrifices to do certain things in life to get to a point where they want to get to. I'm a millennial, so how many millennials are out there, or people out there that says, man, I wish I could do this, or I wish I'd have to work a 9 to 5. But when they give them an option, they go, I can't do that. That's not me, right? Start a YouTube channel. Oh, no, I can't do that. That's not me, right? Start a business. I would like to, but I just don't know how. And they do nothing about it. And then they spend the next 5-10 years just complaining. Not the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs are like, yo, why I can't do that? I'm going to figure out why, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it rather than being stuck in the 9 to 5 with just continual office politics and not being able to do the things that I want. Because we all know the most important thing is not just simply financial freedom. We all want that, but it's time freedom. Freedom to do the things that you want. Doesn't mean you have to work a 9 to 5. It just means you have an option to work a 9 to 5 rather than you have to work on a 9 to 5. Right? So Gen Zs are getting destroyed. If there's any Gen Zs out there, drop a comment down below, let me know. Because I feel like you guys get picked on the most, but what I love about Gen Zs are they don't give a shit. They are extremely resilient to all those negative comments to go, okay, right? Okay, whatever. They ignore it and they continue on the path that they continue. Now, this is not to say, though, that a lot of Gen Zs right now are seeing the landscape and seeing how expensive things are and like, yo, with inflation and whatnot. And it's like, it feels damn near impossible for them to get ahead, right? Of course, the boomers had it a lot easier to get a house or whatnot, and it's harder for the Gen Zs. But they're just stating the obvious. They're not just complaining, they're stating the obvious, and it's extremely frustrating. I know if I was coming up during those times, I'd be extremely frustrated as well. But with all the tools that they have and other avenues they have to bring in income, they're going for it, right? They're doing it. I know I would. I'd be like, you know what? I'm questioning all this, right? Because trying to get a house and just 9 to 5 and not paying enough and not allowing us to work remote, and with AI, I gotta find ways to just try to build income, multiple income streams, rather than just depending on a corporation. So they're doing things the right way, and I really applaud them. I really do. But this constant bashing of the Gen Zs, man, we could learn a lot from them as well. We really can. And some of us, like I said, we look at them like, man, I wish, right? I could challenge the system as much as they do. Because by all means, they're right? We all agree it's right. We all agreed we're not getting pay fair wages. We're getting tired of a 9 to 5. We wish we could do something else. They're actually going out there and they're doing all those things that we wish that we could do. But for some people, you're stuck in debt, so you have no option, which is, man, debt is the number one dream killer. Then of course, right? You're gonna be like, they're lazy, whatever. They need to go through what I go through, even though I'm not happy. Makes no damn sense. Well, guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know. Do you think that survey was crap? I think it was crap. Hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace.